Nigeria have collapsed completely. This video that you're about to watch will be a shocking one to you. Based on the information available to us, the man who claimed to be a freedom fighter in the name of Sunday Igboho is nothing but a stomach infrastructure. What this man did, my people, it will shock you. This man have clearly shown the world that the Yorubas are nothing but international betrayers. I don't mean to be tribalistic here. I don't mean to disrespect any tribe here, but we have to say it the way it is because this is what this channel is made of. We fear nobody. We say it the way it is, and that is why we keep on leaking the secret of Nigeria till tomorrow. So my people, this video that you're about to watch, you are going to see what this man did. All the agreement that he had with other freedom fighters, this man have leaked it out. So please, don't watch this video in a hurry and never to miss any clip of this video for anything. Let's see why this video is trending the most. Don't go anywhere.
For second time, the young gentleman is 100%. 100%. About the idea that's why I do online. After I do that's why I do Baba, I'm the wrong for another extra. I buy you, Baba. What about you have to leave, guys?
Lately, I've been hearing Isaac Omoale Yoruba. Do you know what Omoale means? Omoale means bastard in Yoruba. That's what some of them have been calling me. So I will say to all of you that have been calling me Omoale Yoruba that you are the original Yoruba mumus. You are still slave to your slave masters. This time around, your slave masters are not Eyibo. Your slave masters are not the military. Your slave masters are the people in Agbada. So go and check. You are the Omoale Yoruba, because is there any market in Nigeria that is Yoruba market? We all go to the same market. We pay the same price. The price is uniform. Is there any road in Nigeria that is Yoruba road? Think now, use your brain. So Hausa will come. They will give us like the likes of late Buhari. We say now Hausa time. Now we must support the northern. We say I'm supporting Buhari. Our time when we say I'm supporting Yoruba. When are you going to start supporting Nigeria? Your pledge, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, not to Yoruba, my tribe, not Ekiti, my state. To be faithful, loyal, and honest. Your loyalty is to Nigeria. You are the ignorant. You are the Omoale that is not thinking. Look at UCH Ibadan. Look at Tesilim Balogun Stadium. Look at Yoruba infrastructures. Look at Cocoa House. Look at Ekiti Fountain of Knowledge. They go to university. They will go and serve for 1 year and they will come back home. It's like this. You go out. Instead of you to get education, graduate, serve, and get a job. You get education, you go and serve. After service, you come back home. Now, rebound. You are the Omoale that you are not speaking out. This is not the right government for all of us. Forget about who is there. I don't care who is there. I believe in one Nigeria. If you are calling me Omoale, I think you need to check yourself well. Maybe you are the real Omoale. Tori Tikole. So look at the governor they are giving us in Ekiti. And we have to manage that for 5 years. How many lives will be destroyed in 5 years? You that you are not talking, you are the Omoale. Thank you.
So these are the 3 reasons why I think that we have not had a president as dangerous as President Tinubu. We've had poorly performing presidents. We've had incompetent presidents. We have presidents that were just not up to the task. But we've not had one that is what the Italian will call capo di tutti, the captain of them all, who is now coming to say, I will carry the entire government into a singularity. I will now make it about myself. And the government will be appropriating my own personal empire. Tinubu represents a system of a self-centered elite who want to replace the colonial masters and who believe that the resources of the community, of the country belongs to them, and who believe that in trading favors among themselves, they can form an invisible queue of a limited number of people who will be taking power. And that's why Tinubu could tell you two things, which he told you publicly. There are many other things that are worse that he hasn't told you, that he's doing. But he told you two things. He said he read a litany of how many people he had helped to power. People he even knew were not competent, were not suitable. He said, I've helped them to power. This one was crying after losing. I made him to win. This other one, who's a governor, who will have made him governor? But I made him governor. So it is my turn. So he's not telling you that on behalf of the Nigerian people, I have a mission to perform. He's saying, all of you unqualified people who from time to time have entered government, who is the person who made it happen for you? It is me. So you need to pay me back. Emilokon, it is my personal turn. Now, that's one philosophy of Tinubu, which I find to be a dangerous, narcissistic, and retrogressive philosophy. Then he went further to say, don't waste your time debating anybody, going anywhere to talk and convince anybody. I don't have time for all this balabulu and bolaba. Power is not served a la carte. You don't ask for it. What you do is that you grab it, you snatch it, and you run away with it. That is a fascist statement. To say that ignore the people. They don't matter. Once you form enough power base, you grab the power, and from there, and if you see how he's running the government, he's quite a lawless person, and a president that is lawless like that frightens me, and it should frighten you, because how can you take control of the economy of Nigeria like a bandit, have 3 appropriation acts simultaneously running, and you are not obeying any of them, and you go further to take loans as you want and whimsically spend the money as if it belonged to you? You don't obey the Appropriation Act. And you have in contradiction between you and your minister, between you and the National Assembly, between you and all your ministers, because your ministers are coming out to say, not even 1% of my capital vote has been given to me, and nobody's accounting for the money. And you now make yourself a fiscal hangman that wants to hang every hardworking Nigeria under a draconian and complicated self-interested taxation regime, where now people are being taxed for no representation, no performance, no government. So there are many people who were fumbling and bumbling in government in the past. I was very critical of President Goodluck Jonathan. I respect him. He's been very kind to me. But someone like Jonathan should not have been president. He wasn't qualified. He wasn't ready to do the work. So it's not Tinubu that's the only one. You've had Buhari. Buhari was not even present on this planet. He was living in another cuckoo land throughout the time he was there. He wouldn't know what Nigeria looked like if he saw it on the map. But he was there for 8 years. So now, Tinubu is an organized and scientific destroyer of the system. So he has competencies, but he's using the competencies negatively because he has seen a lot of gap. He knows 3 things. The Nigerian elite are feckless, and they're about themselves, because he's been financing them for some time. He's been seeing them. He knows that these people don't mean anything. They don't stand for anything. So if I confiscate the resources, they will all come to me, and all of them will start following me. He has achieved that. He also knows that political parties are people just looking for a way to be recognized and be compensated one way or the other. They don't have fidelity to their party, and they are not committed to that. So he's managed to make sure that such political parties are decimated. Lastly, he knows that if the Nigerian people are given a sense of fait accompli, they can lose hope and say, well, what can we do? This man is going to be there anyway. Let me just give up. So these are the 3 reasons why I think that we have not had a president as dangerous as President Tinubu. We've had poorly performing presidents. We've had incompetent presidents. We have presidents that were just not up to the task. But we've not had one that is what the Italian will call capo di tutti, the captain of them all, who is now coming to say, I will carry the entire government into a singularity. I will now make it about myself. And the government will be appropriating my own personal empire.
Is that how you see the Tinubu government?
That is how they are working.
Well, I mean, how do you then defend or your stance at a point you made a reference as to the fact that the Bola Tinubu government taxes everything. And there are those who will come out to say that is not actually true. You don't have the fact. In criticizing this government, and you see some of the policies of this government, it will be good for us to stay on some of these issues that have made up this government as it's formed. For example, the issue of state policing. The government has come to say, the president has said he wants state policing. And there are those who will say, a lot of Nigerians have been asking for state policing. Are you excited by that kind of move? The Attorney General, the new one, has made a move by setting up a committee for state policing. All these is in a bid to solving our security problem. Do you appreciate that effort, for example?
All window dressing. First, let's start with taxation. If you don't join me to raise this alarm, a time is coming when Bola Tinubu will be taxing the oxygen you breathe, because it's taxing everything that you need to survive. It's taxing everything that is happening. There's no sector. You can tell me a sector and I will tell you what he's doing there. So it's taxing everybody to smithereens.
There are those who would disagree. And someone like Taiwo Yedele has said, give me one additional tax that Tinubu had introduced.
Taiwo Yedele is looking for a job.
No, just remember.
And he can't say anything.
And for example, the argument of the proponents of this new tax regime is to the fact that it's people-oriented. It's the poor-oriented tax regime that will allow the poor to pay less in taxation and allow those who earn more to pay.
What they are saying,
how then do you say Tinubu is taxing?
What they are saying to you is that the best way to be a barber is to barb your hair only one time, which is to behead you, to cut your head. If your head is gone, your hair will not grow anymore. That's what they are saying. You see, what they are doing is regressive and is dishonest. You pay taxes on everything you need to survive. Even private schools that are meant to complement the failure of expansion of access to public schools are being taxed. There is nothing that promotes your well-being and welfare that is not taxed. What they are saying to you is this, that we will make you so poor that you'll be below our tax bracket. So if I collect all the money in your pocket and you have no money left, I don't need to tax you anymore because I've already robbed you. So I already push you below minimum wage. I push you below survival rate. You cannot pay your house rent with the totality of all your income for the year. Cannot pay your house rent alone. You cannot use whatever your husband's salary or wife's salary to pay your children's school fees. You cannot survive. Your child, who is already 16 years old, is now already a debtor to Tinubu because he's being given a student loan to attend a school that has no laboratory, whose lecturer is on strike, and the session is not on, but the loan continues to count. So, and at the end of the day, they continue to push inflation into the economy while rigging the inflation figures. At the bottom line is that even if they wanted to tax you, you already have debt. There's nothing to tax you about. So what they are now doing is tax the people who can employ you. So those people also will not employ you anymore because the small businesses are now in the hook. Taxes are rising. Cost of business, costs are rising because power cost is rising. The amount you bought fuel last month is not the amount you're buying now. The amount you bought it last week is not the amount you're buying it now. And everything, a bag of cement, which I used to buy for 600 naira, is now 11,000 plus. So iron rod, don't do it anymore. So go on and go on and go on. Then your food is costing you more. Of course, there's a temporary lull in the increment in food pricing, they are selling that as food price coming down. So they're just lying to you. The highest cost in this government is the cost of truth, because truth has become so expensive that nobody can afford to say it. And what I'm bringing out in all of this is that President Tinubu is a present danger to this democracy. And the earlier the people of Nigeria realize that and come out en masse in the next election and vote not only him out, empty the National Assembly. Let us start afresh. Vote every... If you say, I don't like Tinubu, but I like the senator representing me, then you are confused. Because the senator is not representing you.
So you want a revolutionary election?
You want an election that empties the plate. Let those who are in National Assembly now come and be outside.
So like Trump said, empty the swamp.
Yes.
Drain the swamp.
Yeah, in this place, you drain the swamp. You also wash the swamp clean and then put concrete on top of the swamp so that nobody goes to that swamp anymore. And then you can start building, because there are many challenges. As I'm interviewing you now, not less than 10,000 children have been born in Nigeria. And they need water, they need electricity, they need housing, they need education, no investment in that. So you spend your time papering over the problems of the president. President is good at politics. He has A1 in politics. By hiding the F9 he has in governance. So, and I'm focusing on the F9 he has in government. There are some areas of government that President Tinubu doesn't have F9. He has absence, doesn't even show up. So, now, those are the areas I want Nigerians to focus on. But he's entitled to his politics of survival. He's entitled to make friends. He's entitled to say, I will not solve Nigerian insecurity problem, but I will make friends with the Americans and hire lobbyists to help me, my wife, and my government, so that they can exonerate me and not Maduro me. So it is his right. But it's my right to point to the fact that we didn't elect him to come and re-elect himself. We elected him to come and serve. And he said, use only one metric, don't go far. He said, if he could not guarantee electricity, nobody should vote for him again. He said it with his own mouth. Twice in this interview, he has failed. Power cut, power cut. And as we are doing this interview now, we are running on a diesel generator. So on that basis alone, Tinubu, 2027 should be bye-bye Tinubu. Not only should we not vote for him, he should leave the government, and he should go to an island somewhere and go and relax for some time. When he comes back to Nigeria after 8 years, you will see what an SDP government can look like. He can become a tourist to Nigeria.
Why